Hey guys, so I know activity's really been getting slow, but don't worry, there's gonna be more stuff coming down the room. First off, let's get into this. So, today we're gonna be talking about a very common thing when looking for horror movie DVDs, is sci-fi creature classic compilation DVDs. These are very common when it comes to looking for getting monster movies. You know, you find these anywhere. Like, go to any local DVD store, and you'll find these. So with this is one of the best I've ever seen, to be honest. Sci-fi creature classics horror movie collection. This is a very good deal. This is by Milton Creek. This is one of the best. This is not paid, by the way. I'm just saying, just because I mentioned the. This is one of the highest qualities I've ever seen. So this is sci-fi creature classics. You got 4 movies on here. I'm gonna go over each of them and what I think of each of them. So what they're about. So the first movie is 20 Million Miles to Earth, and 20 Million Miles to Earth is about a bunch of scientists who go to Venus, and when they come back, they bring back an alien egg, and so when they bring back the alien egg, it turns out there's a creature inside, and it keeps growing and growing and growing, and and it eventually becomes the size of King Kong and goes on a rampage throughout Rome. So it's a very interesting, it's a very good movie. Its special effects are done by a legend in special effects, Ray Harryhausen, who's a very big name. Some of you may have heard of him. He's done a lot of great science fiction movies, a lot of great fantasy movies at that too. So, with that in mind, it's a very interesting movie. It's like Ray Harryhausen's. I want to say the ending is like Ray Harryhausen's King Kong, even though I see Jason the Argonauts as more of a spiritual King Kong as in style of adventure. But it's a very it's kind of tragic in a way. This whole beast was separated from his home and spent what was basically his entire childhood on an alien planet, even though it was like the special effects are very good, aside from one scene where they're just carrying around a clay figure. But besides that, the special effects are really handled well, and the black and white tone really aids to that. Now, this was released separately on DVD, so you don't have to worry about that. It's you can find that, and you can find that easily on DVD. And I actually say don't get that on DVD because I really like the cover from that one on single-handedly. But it's a very nice film to add to your collection, and if you're a fan of Ray Harryhausen, you'll like it. And if you're just a casual fan of giant monsters, it's worth a watch at least once. Here is the Giant Claw. The Giant Claw is infamous. So, it's very infamous for how bad the monster looks. He looks like total crap. Originally, they wanted Ray Harryhausen to get it, but he didn't do it because of low budget, and so it ended up as it's a joke among giant monster fans. So, it's hard to say. He looks like a deranged Muppet, basically. So, it's a very okay film, but it's really, the monster just ruins the whole movie, and and the only reason, I got this film for a bunch of different reasons. I got this back for a bunch of different stuff. This Giant Claw was one of the things, when I saw it on the list, I was like really just not interested. Just check out the Monster Madness review of this one. I think it's still up on YouTube. If not, then check Cinemassacre. It came from beneath the sea. It came from beneath the sea, like the other film on the list, 20 Million Miles to Earth, was colorized and did have special effects done by Ray Harryhausen. But Ray Harryhausen was a legend, and this film has really iconic imagery where the octopus attacks the Golden Gate Bridge. I think it's the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm not really sure. It's the one in San Francisco. I could be wrong about that. I haven't been on this. I've only been like 3 states. So with this, It Came From Beneath the Sea is a very is a very interesting film. Only for attack scenes. The attack scenes are very they're not insane, but they're very memorable because the beast rarely comes out of the water, and it's a very memorable attack scene. So I thought it was a pretty cool attack scene. So it turns out the film is just, I guess it is a better Harrison movie, but the film is kind of forgettable aside from that one attack scene. There is some interesting, if you're a fan of, there's a lot of Navy stuff involved in that. So, with that, it's a very okay film. So, the next film is Mothra, 1961. Mothra, you may have heard of him from being the iconic, monster who is often fought Godzilla. One thing that always bugged me about the Mothra poster is that on her original poster, or at least the American one, she actually looked like a goddamn moth. She looks like a butterfly in the movies, and that's something that always bugged me ever since I first saw the film. So, Mothra is a very, it's about a bunch of scientists go on an expedition tour on Scorched Island. They meet two strange little people who are worshipped by a group of native inhabitants, and these two little women are captured and forced to sing, and then Mothra, the angry god, comes out. It sounds kind of like a Disney movie to me, honestly, because I think that would be like an interesting. I think that would be an interesting Disney movie. I don't know why. A Disney giant monster. And Mothra was based off the fairy tale, so that's why it kind of sounds that. So that would actually be interesting. I would like to see that. But Mothra, I see her first movie as as kind of a family movie, It's a movie, it has a lot of good special effects, because Toho had top-notch special effects at the time. It was, they often make fun of it. When they parody stuff, they don't realize that the Godzilla stuff actually is the high standard for when it comes to giant monsters. The ones who have the low standards are Gamera, Reptilicus, and you're basically shitty monsters like that. No insult to Gamera fans. I mean the early '60s Gamera. No offense to any fans, but they did have some pretty shitty looking models in those films. I like some of the Gamera movies for their cheesiness, but Mothra, the puppeteering is very good. I've always had respect for puppeteers, and Mothra looks very organic. And it's a very interesting. So, as a kaiju fan, it's worth a watch to see the origin of Mothra. But as a, it make a very good family film. I showed this to my niece once, and she liked it a lot. So this is I know I reviewed this DVD case a long time ago, like a long time back, but that was a pretty shitty review. So, with that in mind, let me give you guys a look inside. Now, they're all on one disc now. At first, I was worried this compromised the formatting, but the formatting is actually really good. So in the end, I give this movie an 8 out of 10 stars. It's a very good DVD box set. The only thing that could have made it better is if they were on individual discs, but Mothra is notoriously hard to find on DVD. I have looked it up, and the only other way is to get a Toho collection. So yeah, other than that, there's a lot of cool obscure movies on the Toho collection, so you should get that otherwise. So, with that in mind, this is a very good movie piece to add to your collection, especially if you want to see Mothra and see how her character started, because it is canon to the Godzilla universe. So, if you ask me, it kind of looks like how Mothra would look in the Shin Godzilla universe, which actually, make that happen, Toho. Seriously, make that happen. Put Mothra in the Shin Godzilla universe. I want to see how you can modernize it. I also want to see Ghidorah. So, this week's request is, which monster do you want to see in the Shin Godzilla universe? And so, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys should like, share, and subscribe, and peace out.